Ron. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence for our sick, handicapped, military personnel recently departed of our community. Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Verducci.
Here.
Mr. Gallarducci.
Here.
Ms. Cimaroli. Virtual.
Here.
Mr. Ferry. Here. Mr. Franchek. Absent Mr. Henderson.
Here.
Mr. Zarasnik.
Here.
Mayor Copeland. Solicitor McDermott. Engineer Brett.
Here.
Chief King.
Here.
Chief Castain. And Chief Miller.
Here. All right, thank you. First part of the business, Bridgeville Lafayette Club has a presentation.
We'll heard a 1 hour speech for,
Just get up on the podium and introduce yourselves, please.
you didn't like that?
No, I didn't. We're on the time.
I don't know who's speaking, but on behalf of Bridgeville Southfield Rotary, with our fundraiser last year, a grant that we got from the District Foundation, that when we apply, we get a grant, with basically about half of the proceeds that we raised. We have a check here. This is not the actual check, of course. We have a check here for $7,000 to go toward the Meadow Park project down on McLaughlin Run, so McLaughlin Park. So we can present that to Bridgeville Borough.
All right, let's go.
Okay? Up there? Oh, wonderful.
Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Should we move this?
All right, guys. Bruce, you know, very good. On three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, looks good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations, thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
No, that will not be good for the check reader. Lots of hard work on that, from experience and being involved. It definitely is something to be proud of, so very much appreciated, Rotary Club. All right, public comments. First up,
Hello. I've already got some good news from Tom and Bill and Joe. But the house next to me was on sheriff's sale and it's been canceled, and it sounds like maybe the bank is, I was wondering if the idiot came up with some money, but maybe he didn't. So I'm thinking that it's a good situation at this point. All of that being said, there are still no utilities on in that house to my knowledge, and there are people living there. And the other part of this is that we've had multiple police calls and multiple ambulance calls to the same location. We've had at least one and at least two lifeless bodies being taken out of the house. So my question is, how many times does a first responder have to show up at a home before somebody in authority questions it? That's my question. I don't know if there's an answer to it, but that's my question. Because it's upsetting when the whole street is involved with fire trucks and ambulances and police cars and people and stuff.
How recently were these incidents?
Just the other day.
Okay, no, obviously I was unaware of that till now.
Yeah, well,
We can't act
that
on
was,
that.
that was like the second.
The microphone went out, we can't hear.
That was almost the second lifeless body that was he appeared to be lifeless to me, but I wasn't right there. That's how it appeared to me. So all of that being said too, now we have other other stuff going on the street, and it looks like we got drug deals going on between the one next to me and moving down to the middle
If
of
we
the
might,
street.
it might be, and again, I don't mean to cut you off, ma'am, but I see the chief back here, we're getting into some law enforcement and investigatory stuff. Happy to talk to you about, you know, the efforts we've been ongoing, and we were hoping we were right at the end of the sheriff's sale. The bank took it out in foreclosure. I would just ask you, just out of abundance of caution, if you would mind holding fire on any particulars, on any investigations.
I'm not giving any particulars.
No, and if we could get with the chief, if you think that's a good idea, chief.
We're aware of what's going on
Okay.
there.
And I know they're aware because I want to give them credit because I've seen them up there. So I know whoever they got made aware, they're aware.
Right, and sometimes it's helpful to the police that others don't know everything that
I
they,
understand that.
if I might say.
But I'm living there every day. And so are some other people that are here today that are living in the situation. So I'm thankful that they're here because it's not just me, because we're all. And there's somebody that made a comment to me, well, I don't want to be that person. Because I tell them, you call the police, just call the borough, I don't want to be that person. Well, then you have to deal with it. If you don't want to be, if I'm the only one down here saying anything at all, whether it's good or bad, I'm the only one. But thankfully, there's two other people. So, and that's all I wanted to say, and thank you guys for everything.
And again, I'd encourage you, and I assume you have kind of that information that's helpful. You've called the chief
I
yourself.
know, this is what I do know, in the alley behind the
I
house.
don't want, I don't want to hear anything public.
This is what I know, though.
This is why it's going to be done.
I know that a phone call was made by somebody, I don't know who, of suspicious activity. That's all I can say. Whether or not it was anything real or not, I don't know. I'm just saying that. So like other people are involved in this, not just me, not just Patterson Avenue. No, we have another street involved too. So that's all I'm saying.
And again,
I
you
get it.
can appreciate that.
I
We do
get it.
appreciate we've been on the sheriff's so as best we can. Our hands are a little tied. We do what we can. You have the state, you have that was involved, you have the sheriff's cell and all. And once that's in motion, as far as folks that are in the house and our ability on a non-criminal incident side to have folks removed is very complicated on that side, and we're very limited power. If there are things that happen in law enforcement that happen that cause folks to be removed, that's, I'm sure if there was any ability to do that or the occasion arise, that the law enforcement would have done that. Believe me, there's nobody that wants, the other one, we finally,
Yeah, and
got
that's
out on
like
that.
a pigsty too, but, and I'm about ready to call the property management on that, clean the dang place up.
If a flipper or anybody who's in here, if you ever, please, Joe does not shy away from code enforcement. He's
Hey.
also, as well.
I'm no shy away from making a phone call either, I think you guys know that. It's like, I'll call somebody, and, because I have to look at that every day too, but it's not, I have to look at it, it's not affecting me, like, what's going on over here, but I have to look at it, and it's not pretty.
And if there's anything I can do to the mortgage company, because they're just getting engaged right now on the foreclosure, which doesn't give them
That's
title.
good.
If there's
That's
anything that I can do to make them do anything,
I'm
will
just glad it wasn't him
we'll
that came
certainly
up with the
try.
money, that's what I was afraid of, so that makes me feel better.
And even on the other property, please, if Joe can do anything.
Everybody I know is helping as much as they can, I just want to make everybody aware, that's all.
I just want to mention, Jeannie, for those of the council who aren't aware, has been a great advocate of the people up there and in the forefront trying to straighten out some of those things. So I really appreciate what you're doing for the people.
I want to have a
on your
respectful street to
Yeah.
live on now, like I don't
You
do a lot of
deserve
friends
it.
that come to my house, it's like, why do I want them to come to a street that looks like I live in the slums? That's just like ridiculous. And the people across the street are selling their house now too, and there's crap all over the place there, but hopefully that'll be over sooner than later too, but, it is what it is.
Yeah, and certainly the other fellow his name escapes me, I'll try to keep you
Morgan.
updated, certainly please tell him as well.
Well, Morgan's gone, so.
Oh, I know
He moved to Texas, so he's gone.
Hope not on account of.
No. So, but Bob, I think do you want to still say something or not?
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't
actually
here to
did.
sign the paper, but if I could segue to him, I'll hand it
I'm
over.
gonna be a little more.
Thank you.
Because you haven't spoken before, just please state your name.
Oh, I've spoken.
He's
I have.
spoken
I
before.
know.
Hi again. My name is Robert Bond. I'm from Patterson Avenue. I'm going to be a little more blunt. I appreciate you don't want to hear anything, but this is why nothing is done. We've had people come up to our street, talk about the situation for over 3 years now. Like Jeannie said, 2 dead bodies. One was a 21, 22-year-old. Council not acting is unacceptable. The property should be minimally condemned and boarded up. About 2 years ago, there was a condemned sign on there, and miraculously they sold some drugs and banged the headlights on and they got rid of the condemned sign. This has been a no utilities, 0 utilities, since probably November of last year. So it's well over 8 months. I'm asking council to act, do something. We elected you into positions, do something to help citizens. I have 2 daughters, college age. They're afraid to come to my house. That's absolute BS. As far as the street goes, you guys gave me a code enforcement that has building materials, construction materials in my backyard. Threatening to fine me $1,000 a day, but yet there's air conditioners and junk across from Jeannie's house. This property in question, next door to her, has been junked for 2.5, 3 years. What's been done? Oh, you put a little lien on his house because he didn't cut his grass? I mean, we need action. We don't need, oh, well, we're going to look into it, keep looking at it, and then punt the police. Police doing everything they can. Other than running out swelling swords again, there's nothing they can do to get in the house. But we need to get them out of the house and prevent them from getting into the house. Just like the other house up the street, the one that was already sheriff's told, they came in, they jumped up, loaded a whole dumpster full of stuff. You can still get in the property from the back door. There's nothing saying that Gene guy can't come back and get back in and just squat again. What are we going to do to help prevent? I mean, I put building materials to beautify the neighborhood of my property, but yet there's people throwing junk in their yard and you do nothing about it. But I'm going to get fined $1,000 a day. I mean, do we see the irony here?
I never talked to you. It's been
I had a letter from you 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Jeannie can attest, I'm pretty
Right.
active on your street.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
not- I'm not a
Yeah,
ghost.
I see.
There's been
Yeah.
an error, there's been that yard
I'm not
jumped
familiar
for
with
at least 4
the
months.
issue here. Jeannie, I'll be more than happy to stop up there tomorrow. I've been on that street many times. I know I ride with Chad, so this is I'm not sitting on my hands, so
Okay, so
I'll take a look at it.
what's been done with the property in question since what, March, May? I mean, literally jumped in the yard since May.
Which house we
I
talking
had
about?
building materials in my yard for 2 weeks
Which
and I got a
one are you
letter
talking
from
about, Bob?
Huh?
215 or 220?
Well, 2 years ago.
Hotel Suits.
Oh, 215.
What's the last, is that Birdie Audio?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
high.
I'll take
We,
care of it.
we did finalize that,
Yeah.
and I wanna jump back.
I get that,
And-
but
And I just.
They come in, they jump stuff, they left.
And I just wanna, and I said what I said, and I just can't, I just wanna make sure, and I apologize if you misunderstood what I said before when I said I didn't wanna hear it. I did not in any manner, and if you misunderstood me, I apologize. Suggest that we didn't wanna hear, I didn't wanna hear any information about the topic. The only thing that I was starting to caution her on was that I thought she was about to tell me about things that are ongoing criminality, and in public, I was only afraid that, whoa, please talk to the chief, so please, I did not in any shape say we didn't want to hear, I don't want to hear anything about those problems, I just didn't want to, I blurted out, innocently enough of something, maybe the chief would say, oh, I wish that wasn't in public, because of an ongoing event, that was the only purpose that
I get that.
Okay.
My concern is,
Joe said he's gonna come up tomorrow and take a look.
okay, that's
Happy-
fine.
happy to-
My concern is, the last thing I'm gonna say is, I'm deathly afraid that I'm gonna walk into a situation and take matters in my own hands. And I'm gonna tell the council here, if I'm put in that position, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna keep my family safe at all costs. And if there's drug activity, drug sale, whatever happens, if I feel my life's in danger, I'm gonna make sure that that is taken care of. So I am imploring you guys to do everything you can to get that riffraff out of our neighborhood and get those properties secure. That's all I'm asking.
Council President, I'm getting messages that there's no volume going through to the folks that are online.
Can you hear us again?
Can you guys hear it through my microphone, or my speaker?
Is it on? We heard her.
Yeah, Deb, sorry, That's not it. Okay.
I can read
There's his.
She can speak.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, that's all I'll worry about. I'm going to court comes.
Okay. All right, John.
On a lighter side,
Thanks.
this is a little bit of a lateness because of it. Didn't make last month's meeting, but for the Bridgeville Day on the Avenue car show this year, we ended up with 170 cars, which most people had 2 people per car, and various other spectators showed up. I'm guessing at around 400 people were there because of the cars, and they all went down and had something to eat for lunch, so I'm sure that the food vendors just absolutely enjoyed it. Anyway, we have a dash plaque is what commemorates the event, and I have one for everybody here.
Thank you. Thanks, John. I have my other ones. Thank you, sir.
Cindy, what's the car? Okay, that's it.
All right, thank you. All right, looks like that's all we have. We'll start with the regular meeting. Can I have a motion to approve the July 8th, 2024 regular meeting minutes as submitted? So moved. Second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to approve the August 2024 bill list? So moved. Second. Bruce and Jason, any questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. A motion to approve the August 16th, 23rd, 30th, September 6th, 2024 payrolls. So moved. Second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. A motion to adopt resolution number 2024-7, a resolution of the Borough of Bridgeville requesting a banner permit from PennDOT to display a banner over Washington Avenue, PA Route 50 for the Rotary Club Chili Cook-Off. That, by the way, will be held on October 20th. So moved. Bruce? Second. Jason? Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to authorize the disbursement of $173,606.03 from Capital Project Fund to Pave and Plow LLC for partial payment number 2 of the 2024 roadway improvement program. So moved. Second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to authorize the disbursement of $157,951.80 from the sewer fund to Jet Jack Inc. for the partial payment number 1 of the 2024 Work Area 4 Sanitary Sewer Lining Program. So moved. Second. Jason.
I'll just make a comment. I know they're up on my street, and they were a really wonderful group of guys and very easy to deal with. And I thought all the neighbors were really happy with them, so I just want to mention that.
Yeah, they were on Hill Street last week. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. A motion to authorize the AGI to complete crack filling and asphalt sealing of the McLaughlin Run Park basketball and tennis courts at a cost not to exceed $4,500. So moved. Second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. A motion to authorize the transfer of 2023 general fund surplus funds of $348,000 to the capital project fund and $50,000 to the flood budgetary reserve fund. Make a motion. Second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. A motion to authorize JR Contracting to resurface the remaining section of Center Street from back alley to Liberty Street at a cost of $11,610. Note, PAWC will be resurfacing Center Street from Luna Street to back alley.
So moved. Jason.
Any questions? All,
Tom, this is my cousin's company. Should I have seen on this one?
You don't need to.
Okay.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to authorize Solandro Construction Company to make improvements to the storm sewer inlet on Station Street adjacent to railroad crossing at a cost not to exceed $13,900.
So moved. Second.
Questions?
All question.
Yes, sir.
Joe?
Almost-
Yeah, our guys couldn't do that. I'm just,
No, it's up against a retaining wall.
okay, I see
There's
them down
weird
there.
pipe alignment, and has constant water flow.
Okay, I mean, them guys have done all the other manholes.
This is our,
Okay,
yep.
no problem.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. A motion to partner with Upper St. Clair Township and authorize Trans Associates to complete a roundabout traffic analysis, conceptual plan, and estimate preparation for the Mayview Road, Bank Street, Lesnett Road, Chartier Street intersection, paying half of the project cost of $18,750, with each municipality contributing $9,375.
Make a motion. Second. Any comment?
Comment?
You know, it's refreshing to see if anyone get an opportunity to take the roundabout by Highridge Mall and walk. You know, that's the, if something works out as well as what's not there, it would be pretty refreshing for the way to try to eliminate some of the traffic on top of the hill.
I agree.
Okay,
I take it every day.
it's a traffic nightmare. It's astonishing there isn't more accidents there.
I have a comment too. I'm all for it. Chat with it. Why isn't PennDOT paying for this? Yeah, that's gonna be one of my questions, why we stuck.
That's the question, was viable, but essentially they kind of said it's like a municipal project. For us to get PennDOT funding, you have to have a formal study to say that's exempt. It doesn't make sense.
No, not after all the studies and things that have been presented to them about that. It's just, again, it's under $10,000. It's a drop in the bucket for the project, but it just bothers me that PennDOT, we have to accomplish something.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to accept and pay any commission due to July 2024 real estate tax collector report. Bruce and Jason, all in favor? Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. A motion to accept or acknowledge receipt of the July 2024 treasurer's report.
So moved. Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to accept all submitted July 2024 official reports.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Committee reports. I'm not going to call your name yet, so I get all prepared. Bruce, administration.
I have nothing for you, sir.
All right, any questions for Bruce? As far as finance, the finance committee had a meeting to discuss the first half of the year, how the budget is compared to actual. Everything's running as expected, as well as we met with the actuaries about the police and pension, and we're very happy with how their report went, and things are going well in that aspect as well. Any questions for finance? Okay, Parks and Rec, Shane's not here. Joe, anything big on parks?
I think we're on track to have Cook School done within the next week. They were finishing up asphalt work today. Line painting, fence is supposed to be done this week, so hopefully everything goes well, they should be done next week.
They were waiting for the basketball hoops or something.
Yeah, the basketball hoops were on back order, and they didn't want to put down the top coat asphalt until the basketball hoops on it, so it was delayed because of it.
Any questions on Parks and Rec? Public Works, Jason.
Just a couple things. On the month, grass cutting, maintenance of the park, equipment maintenance, change signs, straighten poles, clean and maintain culverts, trash racks, when get rain to the town after rainy days. And guys are working hard. They're busy. I see them out all the time.
Absolutely. Any questions for Jason? Bill, Public Safety?
Nothing formally, but I'm interested in, obviously, what's the complaints up on Patterson, and I get the group together and talk about what we can do as a committee to help. We can leverage our committee any way, Chief, would be happy to do it, so we'll have a meeting before the next meeting.
Any questions for Public Safety? Char West Cog, Jason?
There was no July meeting, I don't know.
No July meeting? No, it wasn't an official meeting that you then missed the meeting, correct? Okay, just wanted to make sure. I was concerned.
I'm not gonna ruin our 9-year streak.
If he missed, someone else had.
But yeah, oh, boy, Shane's the backup.
Yep.
We made sure we had a backup there. Okay. The mayor's not here, so we'll skip the mayor. Police Chief King.
Thank you, Council President. For the folks on Patterson, we can talk privately after the meeting and update you on some of those situations. Because I was made aware over the weekend from one of the residents and assigned an officer to it. We have found out a lot of information. As far as anything else goes, you have a report. If there's any questions, I can answer those. We are planning on August 24th, which is Saturday. We are going to be taking 3 local kids shopping for back to school clothes. The shop at the top is Macy's, so there'll be 3 of us taking 3 Bridgeville kids using back to school shopping and getting ready for the start of school here.
That's great. Thank you, Chief. Any questions for Chief? Solicitor McDermott.
Thank you. I give my written report. I would be happy to answer any questions you have on those in the executive session. And I would we could have a brief executive session for potential litigation matters and legal contract issues.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for Solicitor McDermott? Borough Engineer.
We did submit our report dated August 6th. I don't have any updates to that, so I can address any questions.
Any questions? Okay, Fire Chief's not here. Southbridge, Dan Miller.
Our report was submitted. If you've noticed, we kind of made a little bit more comprehensive data that was added onto the back there, so you can kind of see the system-wide performance, and we included some data on the other 2 districts that we cover, so you can kind of see how the system's functioning, and some more details on that.
Okay.
Hopefully do that every 6 months for you guys. We'll update that.
Great, thank you. Any questions for Dan? Historical Society, Mary or Betty, give anything, Joe? Okay. Bridgeville Library.
You have my written report. I just have a couple save dates beyond that. Next month is Love Your Library Month, and the Friends are having their fall used book sale. That'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 13th, 14th, and 15th. And then towards the end of the month, we are going to have a 1980s themed murder mystery fundraiser, and that will be Friday and Saturday, the 20th and 21st, and we'll have more details out shortly.
All right, thanks, Aaron. Any other questions for Aaron?
This Friday's the movie.
Yeah, this Friday is the classic movie.
Okay.
All right. Deb. Parking
My
Authority.
happy Friday! I can't hear a thing you guys are saying, so if you have questions, yell. First of all, we continue to operate in the black, which is good. There is no meeting in August. We'll be sealing and line painting in lot number 1, which we all know is the PNC lot. It's to be completed during the weekend in the next few weeks. Also, 2 new LED lights are added in that lot. 4 LED wall mount lights will be installed in lot 5, which is the Norwood lot. Sorry, somebody texted, we won't say who. Lot 5, upon building owner's approval, so that's the Norwood lot, and it's awful dark, so we're gonna put some lights on the wall of that building, but we can't use that till the owner approves it. And the last thing, lot number 3, which is the Baldwin Street lot, we're scheduled to put a camera in that lot as soon as we, purchase one and get the approval of the board to install it. Any questions?
Questions? Thanks, Deb.
Okay.
Okay, Bridgeville Planning Commission. Mike, looks like you're up.
Okay. Aside from our, our old business that we normally discuss, we have our laundry list of items from the comprehensive plan and active transportation grant. We discuss always what we do with the lots done on Baldwin Street, empty lots. We're trying to come up with a project that's, kind of low hanging fruit, low cost, easy to do, just to try to get the ball moving. And some of the more, because we sent out a survey to everybody, what would they like? And, there's basically enough lots where you do them all, but some of them are more labor intensive and costly, so those will be a little further down the road. The main thing we discussed though, as far as new businesses, parking for businesses, for zoning. The pool hall down by Bruce's shop, the people there are putting in a, karate shop or something, karate school, and they had a problem getting approved because the parking wasn't adequate. And we're kind of looking at, okay, what do we really need for parking for businesses? Because maybe we get to take a look at our zoning rules for parking, and are they outdated? Can they be revised to be something brought to make them more current and more business friendly, so to speak. So it's something we want to start looking at and go from there.
Any questions for Mike? Okay, and last but not least, Borough Manager Joe Carr.
Nothing beyond my reports.
Okay. Any new business?
Yeah, I'll just let you know that I attended the St. Clair Hospital 70th anniversary gala at the St. Clair Country Club on behalf of Bridgeville, and it was a beautiful event, commemorating their 70 years of existence and contributing to the surrounding communities of Bridgeville. So the mayor drafted a letter in honor of their accomplishments on behalf of the council as well. So very nice event.
Anything else? Make a motion, we adjourn. Have a second?
Second.
Oh, and I need to make a notation that we're having an executive session, that no voting will be required. So we will end the meeting now.